Hey guys, how's it going? Otaku Mike back again with another manga first impressions video. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing. You like what you see, click that notification button. Let's get into this video. So today we are looking at volume 1 of Pleasure and Corruption. I picked this volume up mostly on the cover alone. The cover really intrigued me. What is this story about? Well, it's about this boy named Zen. He's just gone to a good private school. His grades are not so good. His parents are really disappointed and basically disapprove of his grades because his grades are so bad. The only real enjoyment Zen gets out of life is basically taking upskirt shots of fellow students and looking at their panties. Basically, he likes upskirting the ladies. He comes about one day, this one girl getting ready to do his upskirt business, and he gets caught. And he's basically like, oh my god, the world is going to end. I don't know what to do. Please forgive me. I'll do anything you want. And she says, anything? And he's like, yes, anything. I'll do anything you want. She's like, good, remember that. So she basically finds out that he has all these upskirt pictures on his phone. And she's like, you will do what I say, or I will expose you for the pervert that you are. And which leads into basically her dominating him in different ways throughout the story because she is a bondage master, which usually depicts him tied up in different scenarios, and people are about to find him and her in these predicaments, and basically he is going to be found out to be a pervert. That's pretty much the crux of this first volume. He doesn't know exactly why she is doing this to him. He doesn't even know whether or not if he really likes being tied up in the whole bondage thing. It's really, the story's really interesting. It's hard for me to explain, but you get several scenarios within this first book. All of them are pretty intense scenarios when it comes to the bondage itself. The artwork isn't actually bad. The artwork's actually pretty good. There isn't really much nudity or etchiness to this series. It just all really revolves around them in these weird, fucked up scenarios. And that's really all I can really explain. I don't really know where this is going to go. We know a lot about Zen and him and his personality and stuff like that. We don't know that much about our other protagonist, or maybe our antagonist. Her name's Ayame. We don't know exactly why she is doing what she's doing. To an extent, you get hints here and there on why she wants to basically see him break and see this look on his face of, of him becoming a depraved person, basically, to come out and be the pervert that he is, I guess you could say. I mean, it's hard really to say what's going to happen in this book. I don't really know. All in all, this first volume isn't bad. I did enjoy it, but I'm going to have to see where the story unfolds from here. The ending of this volume does end on a big, bang. I was like, oh my god, I didn't know that was going to happen. And it got me hooked to read volume 2. it'll really be interesting because you can tell that these two particular individuals are very broken in their own ways, and I'm interested to see where that goes. And it's hard to say where it's gonna go because she has this blackmail on him about him upskirting other women, and she's holding this over his head, and he doesn't exactly know why. So it'll be interesting to see. The artwork was actually really good. It was actually a pretty intense book when it comes to these scenarios, because like you wouldn't think bondage is being like an intense subject, but it gets really intense when people. There's this one point where they're in like a room, and they call the like one of the councilmen is like a vice president, not the vice president. It was something they who works with the student council. They call her into the office, and she's like basically Ayame, who's the bondage master, basically calls her in, and tells Zen to be like, if you make a sound, I will spill my guts to this girl. So she basically, has him hogtied up and uses him as a chair while they're discussing student council stuff. It's so weird, and I don't know how to explain it to the best of my ability. This isn't going to be for everybody. It's not. My only real complaint, and I only have one real complaint of this book. There's a moment at the beginning where they are on the roof, and he is tied up, and he has to pee. And she's like, if you tell me, I will unzip your pants and let you pee and not let you pee on everybody. He's like, yes, master, do this for me. We get ghost penis in this book. And I'm like, if you're going to talk about adult material that is like BDSM and bondage, why not show his pee-pee? Just saying. We don't have to deal with all the ghost penis. Ooh, the ghost penis. But that's my only real nitpick. It's a small nitpick. This book isn't bad, but it's not for everybody, and it's not for children. I'll tell you that much. It's different. It's a different book, and I think some bad stuff is going to happen to either one of our characters in this book. Probably our male character, because he's pretty much a pushover. He's a pushover, and he's a wimp, and he lets this girl tie him up. Just saying. But yeah. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. I'm OTAKU Mike. I'll catch you guys on the next video. Hope you guys had fun.